What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here. Might as well start calling myself that because not only am I wearing another top from Adidas, but I am posting a third iPhone oriented video within a week. But with all seriousness, you guys, you cannot seem to get enough of iPhone XS Max, and I got at least 2 comments asking me to make a What's on my iPhone 2019 video, so here we are. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think my phone has changed that much, but considering the fact that most of you here watching this video are newcomers, you've never seen my channel before, let's, I guess, jump into my iPhone XS Max setup and kind of what's on my phone as the video title describes. I love when I say things that can be said in 5 words and 15, but anyway, let's jump into my phone here. I'm gonna start screen recording. I don't remember where I found this wallpaper, but I just looked up white wallpapers for iPhone and I found this and I edited it, and I just think it looks really dope with the white backing, some of the white clothes that I wear, hence the shirt. And I think it looks really nice when you contrast it with all the applications and everything. I just think it just looks really clean, in my opinion. I will link this wallpaper in the description down below. Looking at my dock, we have Snapchat, iMessage, Safari, and Spotify, kind of the 4 apps I use the most religiously besides YouTube and YouTube Studio, which I'll jump into. So starting with, I guess, Snapchat. Oh boy, here comes the blurring. So yeah, I use Snapchat every day. I send streaks, you know, whatever, look at the news on this app, look at people's stories, etc. It's a fun app, good social media platform, especially when you're messaging people who don't have iOS. You can get read receipts, sort of, you know, like the open stuff. It's just kind of a more rich messaging experience that's, you know, cross-platform. Next up, we got iMessage, and here in the US, this is really prevalently used. You know, we don't really use WhatsApp too much unless you have Android. But yeah, I am in group chats, I talk to friends, I talk to family. It's always a great, really fluid experience. I love it. It's probably one of the reasons why I've stuck with iPhone, and yeah, I really do enjoy using this app. Next up, I have Safari. It's just my browser of choice. It's smooth. It works well with the continuity between my iPhone and my Mac and my iPad. It's fast, and it just looks clean in my opinion. I actually use Chrome on my desktop, but I do not like using Safari on my laptop or my Hackintosh. For some reason, I just like it the best on my iPhone. You know, only on mobile I enjoy it pretty much. Next up, let's move on to my music listening platform of choice. It's Spotify, simply because, like, I don't know, like, my family has a family plan, and I don't really feel like switching to Apple Music, although I should, because you get Siri functionality with that. But yeah, I enjoy the user interface. It looks clean, it's dark, it kind of takes advantage of the OLED display, at least in the iPhone XS. And yeah, I just enjoy it. I enjoy the fact that I can play to different devices. I can play to my Hackintosh, I can play to my MacBook, just by, you know, controlling stuff here. And yeah, and I also like the app on my Apple Watch. It works alright, although once again, I wish I had Siri integration. Next up, there are some apps that I like to call in my thumb range. I have the phone app right where I can tap it, so I can just really quickly dial people and whatever, you know, so I don't have to really finagle my phone to just, you know, make a call. And I make a couple calls a day, you know. I like to call close family and friends, you know. I'm not just that texting Gen Zer, you know. I actually talk on the phone or FaceTime audio or whatever. Moving on to YouTube, I guess. This is probably one of the most used apps on my phone. I love media consumption with the iPhone XS Max. Like I said in my review, I love the display and the stereo speakers. But yeah, I'm always on YouTube. I don't really think there's any other alternative to, you know, YouTube. YouTube is YouTube. There's no other app for that, so pretty self-explanatory. Next up, I want to talk about an app that's within thumb's reach. This is YouTube Studio. I'm always checking up on the channel. I'm always trying to make it better for you guys. You know, looking at analytics, views, comments, likes, my revenue. I'm always trying to optimize and, like I said, make great videos for you guys. I look at how videos do. I look at the views that I get within 48 hours. Like I said, comments again. So as a YouTuber, I'm always trying to see what you guys like and how I can make things better. So YouTube Studio offers a lot of different tools that I can use to, you know, make that possible. Moving on to another app here, let's talk about Amazon. I'm always on Amazon, always ordering different things. In fact, I am waiting for, believe it or not, a Russian Ushanka hat. I ordered 2, and they were both too small because my head is so big. So I ordered an extra large one, and I'm so excited. Not a communist, by the way. I just love the hat. Super warm. You should buy one, actually, if you live in Michigan like I do. They're super warm. They're super furry, and you can just put them on your head, comfortable, whatever. You can judge me. It's okay. So yeah, I do enjoy using Amazon. It's kind of like a relaxation thing for me. I do like window shopping. I look at clothes that I can't really afford to buy right now and other gadgets and stuff like that. I just enjoy sitting down and having me a nice Amazon session. Even if I don't buy anything, I just look at stuff. Leave me a comment if you do that. I just do that. It's just a habit of mine. Anyway, getting back to the video here, another app I want to talk about is Google Maps. This is my map app of choice. I don't with Apple Maps. I'm sorry. I just have a bad taste in my mouth. Just from the news coverage that I got in 2012, you know how Apple Maps initially sucked. I'm sure it's fine. My parents use it on road trips and whatever. But I just prefer Google Maps simply because it's Google. And yeah, it works well with Apple CarPlay and everything. And yeah, I just prefer to use it. It's just kind of a psychological thing. Works really well, really clean, fast, etc. Another app I want to talk about is Gmail. This is my mail client of choice. I do not like Apple's default mail messenger thing. It's just not my favorite, but I have all my inboxes consolidated here. I can answer all my emails really quickly. Once again, Google is just, I think it's superior. It's the best kind of suite of apps you can get for this kind of stuff. I prefer Google services, although I'm on iOS. I just have my Gmail app, and that's good enough for me, to be honest. What else we got in here? In terms of my social media apps, I have Instagram. Obviously, how could you not have Instagram? That's kind of a mandatory thing if you're kind of in my age group. I post once in a while, look at tech content, whatever. I honestly don't use it that much, but I do have it for when I do want to check up on creators such as Canoopsy. Shout out to Canoopsy if you saw this video. You're awesome. Anyway, I also have WhatsApp for the rare occasion that I need to message somebody on the platform. Next up, we got Hangouts. I do message a couple people on here as well. I have LinkedIn. It's a great app if you're trying to get hired for a job or you want to kind of share your talents and get connected with people. Next up, I have Discord. I have a couple people that I message on there. I seldom game, but when I do, I could message people on this app. I also message my good buddy Ryan Thomas on Discord. You're awesome, by the way, as well. Next up, we got my news app. I seldom use this also, and I'm not saying that because I'm afraid people are going to crucify me because I like Fox News. I know it's biased. I'm not stupid. I actually do more of my news searching in Safari itself. I just look up news and I look at the headlines because, let's just be real here, you need to read all across the news, whether you think CNN is biased or Fox is biased. You need to drink it all in so you can kind of find a middle ground because, like I said, all media is biased and you can never get a straight, unslanted story. Anyway, not getting political here. That's not my goal of this video. I also use TikTok. And when it first came out, you know, when Musical.ly switched to TikTok, I was not a fan. I was like, oh my God, these ads, it's awful. And then I got the app and it's really, really funny. The content on here is creative and original and edgy, and I love it. I'm always going on here and just laughing my ass off at 2 a.m. looking at random creators and whatever. I love the app, not gonna lie. Next up, we have Twitter. I also seldom use this because Twitter makes me angry because of the politics on there. It's just so toxic, whether you're a conservative or a liberal. It's just so like, and I can't do that. I have Twitter for when I need it, and it's just, ugh. Anyway, let's see what else we have on here. My finance apps of choice. So I have my Huntington app, and this is going to be so blurred out, but I like using it. It is secured by Face ID. But yeah, I can deposit checks. I can view my account balances and whatnot. Great app. Yeah, there's not much else that needs to be said about that. I have PayPal, another app that's going to be blurred out. It's also unlocked via Face ID. And yeah, I use this for when I do client work, so then, you know, like a Chinese or foreign company can send me money, or even American companies. I've worked with Google Home Mini accessory maker, and they sent me money over PayPal. That's just how it works. It's also convenient to have if you want to buy or sell stuff on eBay, etc. A good app to have if you're kind of a entrepreneur-ish kind of person. I don't know if I can consider myself that, but yeah, I have it for when I need it. Next up, we got an interesting app. Edmunds is a used or new car-oriented searcher. That's the worst way you could describe this. Anyway, you can find new and used cars on this app, you know, listings in your area, and I just find it really useful. I'm looking for a used vehicle as of right this moment, actually, so I'm always on this app looking for a good deal that's, like I said, in my area. Next up, we got the Best Buy app. I shop at Best Buy from time to time, and it's nice to have the app so you can just have that great experience without having to go through your browser. Next up, we got eBay. I mean, I seldom use this too, but it's there for when I need it, I guess. If I ever needed to bid on something or sell something, it's there. We got the Google suite of apps. I'm not really going to go through this. I have Docs, I have Drive, mostly for school if I need to like check up on a document. I actually use Docs a lot for scripts and a shot list. So let's go through something. I can look up this is my general shot list for my videos. I go through each shot and I mark a little X at the end when I know that I'm finished with them. Leave me a comment if you want to see a behind the scenes video. I'd love to do that once I get out of school. It's just a really hard video to make, but yeah, that is definitely something that can happen in the future. I also have the My AT&T app, which reminds me that I owe around $700 on this phone as of right now, which is just a really great prospect, but I'll pay it off, don't worry. You know, my generation's in debt anyway. I might as well get used to it. That's really depressing. Anyway, what else? For my creative apps, I have Visco. I never use it. I have Procam. Never use it. Lightroom, seldom use it if ever I want to edit a photo or something. It works really well, by the way. I really like the app, and I was messing around with this wallpaper the other day, and I never ended up setting it as my wallpaper because I like this mountain one the best. I also have FL Studio Mobile. Don't really use this, but I recently was trying to make a beat, or not a beat, a track, or edit a track, and I was just playing around with this app. It's nice. I bought it a couple years ago for 20 bucks, and I've never used it, so yeah, that was a waste of money. Anyway, oh boy, we have my math folder. I have Photo Math, which I use when I'm lazy and I have to do some kind of stupid online test during the summer, and I don't feel like doing algebra. I have my calculator app. Then I have Desmos, which is a super important app because I'm in a calculus class and we're always doing integrals and derivatives and stuff I don't understand. And I just punch stuff into my calculator and hope that it makes sense. So we can do the integral of 0 to 4 x squared dx, and it'll graph it, or not graph it, it'll give me an answer. So yeah, isn't that great? I just know you wanted to see that. In my school apps, I have Pages, never use it. I have Quizlet. If you're not using Quizlet, you're doing something wrong. I use it all the time for vocabulary-oriented tests, or just tests where there's terms I don't know, like my government class. It's a great app for when you need to memorize a bunch of stuff. Next up, I have an app called Schoology. My school uses this app. It's kind of a supplement with the iPads that we get because my teachers will upload files, PDFs, and other documents on here that we need to access in class, etc., etc. It's really boring, but it works. Next up, we got my grades app. It's called Power School. My school makes use of this. It's really fun when you're in a class. I was in a math class where I did just horrible on tests, you know, C's, sometimes D's, and F's on tests, and my grade would just continually go down, and I'd get notifications whenever my grade would fluctuate, for the most part, downward. And it gave me ulcers, let's just be real here. But yeah, you can see all your grades, and it's great. Is there really anything else I need to show you? Oh, last up, let's check out my games folder. I know you have all been waiting for this. I really don't game on my phone, but when I do, it's usually in a situation where I don't want to talk to people, or I'm in a long car ride, or I don't have any internet. I have Finger Driver. This is a really fun game. So yeah, this game is really, really infuriating. Very fun though. It takes a little while to get used to, but it is very addicting, so I'm just gonna crash my car there. I have Crossy Road, I have Smash Hit, beautiful game by the way. I have Minecraft Pocket Edition, how could you not have that? I have Make It Rain. I also have the Star Wars Lego Saga, the most nostalgic game ever to be made. I love it. I used to play with my cousin when I was like 6. Great times. Love it on my phone. It did cost me money to buy all the in-app purchases and all that, but I love it, and I will play it once again when I'm in a situation where I don't have internet access or whatever. Yeah, guys, that's about it. I hope this wasn't too boring. Maybe you got something out of this. I don't know. You guys seem to like this stuff. It was fun. It was fun having a kind of a real talk, you know, no script to have to worry about or to abide by. And yeah, I had fun. Hope you did too. I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Do you enjoy this blue wall? It took me like 4 hours to hand paint with the brush because it's all pitted, and even if I used a roller, it wouldn't have made a difference. But yeah, I hope this setup looks better than that horrible yellow that I had before behind me. But yeah, other than that, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.